discussing the rule of law?
Well, Matt twice has said Fuller's features are essential to the rule of law, and then with more hesitation the first time, or the nature of law. And as if there might be a difference. I was wondering whether there is a difference in your thinking of that. Because this is relevant to John's question, because if it's true that the rule of law is not going to be subscribed to by, in the fuller sense, by people who are deeply into injustice, that's an interesting thing about the rule of law, but Matt, I think, probably going to be unhappy about saying it's an interesting revelation about the nature of law. Whereas I'm, of course, wanting to suggest that you really can't make sense of the nature of law without understanding this sort of truth about justice.
Right. I'm not sure who I agree with in this case. I'm getting slightly lost, but it seems to me that it's possible to agree that understanding the rule of law is part of understanding the nature of law, without committing oneself to any propositions about what is and what isn't a legal system, right? So it's perfectly possible to say that one hasn't understood law unless one's understood the rule of law, but that this legal system, which is the most infernal violation of the rule of law ever, is still a legal system. So they've got two very interesting aspects of the nature of law. One, in which the nature of law requires a moral sensibility to understand it, and another in which one can understand the nature of law without having that moral sensibility. And even if they're schizophrenic, I just think that's just...
No, that's what the tradition, of course, distinguishing the central case from the secondary or deviant case. That seems to me fundamentally what the assailants of the tradition misunderstood. They, like Hart, massively, totally misunderstood the unjust. He just failed to see. He failed to. Well, yeah.
I mean, elsewhere in the book, he's very good at central cases.
Yes, but as Neil McCormick says, it's really Neil puts this first in his book.
I know. I really think it's the excitement of the man who's nearly at the end. Getting a bit carried away. Because elsewhere in the book, Hart is a disciplined user of central case analysis. It's not that particular aspect of the central case of law, but he uses it. He understands exactly what's going on there, and he occasionally gestures towards moral aspects of the central case, although he doesn't do it at all in that passage. So, yes, I know some people have misunderstood this aspect of the tradition. I'm not sure Hart's one of them. I'm not sure there are many contemporary misunderstanders of it.
Well, he must have misunderstood it.
He might have misunderstood this proposition, lex injusta non est lex.
Yes, I mean, it's last in execution, but it will have been first in intention. I mean, the bad guy, Aquinas Augustine, is identified at the front of the book, and he had it coming to him all the way along. Only when we got to page 205, the blow was landed. But then I say the blow was just wildly misdirected.
Agreed.
And the misdirection was failing to attend to the way we have to talk about central and secondary cases all the way through, and we do that in morals as well. As well as any other of the distinguishing features of the central cases.
Okay, I'm not sure that I do agree. That is, I certainly agree that Hart's criticism of Augustine was misdirected. That, I think, we can all agree. I'm not certain that I do agree with your point, however, John, because I'm not entirely sure what it is. That is, insofar as you're suggesting that your criticisms of Hart in Chapter 1 of Natural Law and Natural Rights are correct, and I don't agree. That is, I take Hart to have focused the central case not on the sorts of considerations of practical reasonableness that you suggest in that chapter should play a key role, but instead on what I take him to have focused on it really are things like Fuller's principles of legality. That is, he is understood now as principles, general principles of governance, rather than specifically as